To everybody who's been liking the videos so far, we thank y'all. You guys liking the videos has kind of helped us start to grow the channel even more, so we appreciate it. To those who have not, please, we ask you, hit the like button before you even watch this video. It helps us grow the channel, helps people learn about us, and allows us to make more great content like this. So that's all we got. Thank you for helping us grow this channel. Hit the like button right now, and on with the show. Super duty, tough work.
We are here.
As per usual. Early morning edition.
Mad early.
we're alternating weeks where one of us almost misses the show.
Yeah.
This week it was Illogic. I think it was me last week. I almost got caught slipping.
Yeah, my alarm went off. Tay was like, "Hey, ain't you supposed to be getting up?"
Hey,
I was like, "Yeah." I turned back over.
Bruh. Snooze guy was good this morning.
Snooze guy was on point.
He was so good to me.
Oh, goodness.
I rocked with him from 8 to 9. Me and the snooze guy was real tight this morning, man. Oh, yeah, man. But yeah, it's we here and doing this thing, man. We want to thank everybody for their support.
Yeah.
You know, we've been talking about some we've been getting deep into the artistic thing the last few episodes.
Yeah. And shout out Stony Island Audio.
Yeah.
I heard the joint on talked about it on the What Happened Was podcast. I heard the little thing where we was explaining Super Duty on
they've
last episode.
Nice.
Yeah. So
I forgot we did that. We did that.
Yeah, part of the network. It sounded really dope too. I was listening like, oh shit.
See?
It's like a real commercial for the Super Duty.
Let's go. Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
It's Stony Island, podcast network. They got a lot of dope shows, hip hop shows and hip hop related shows. And it's not like, the thing that people like about us is that, and that we wanted to make our shit known for, was not being on this whole hip hop gossip thing. Because when you look at these hip hop podcasts, majority of them popular ones, it's like current events and this gossip thing. And so you have to always have these salacious stories and have a take on all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And while that may be entertaining, we've always wanted to do something different, which was, help people talk about hip hop and, the history of it, talk about our scene, but also talk about how to become better artists, creators, things of that nature. And that don't fit into the scope of this other shit.
Right.
So it's dope to see we are a part of a network where that is what is done.
Right.
So there's other podcasts there. So if you are a fan of podcasts, check out some other podcasts on their network and support the squad.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Come on over to Death Row, man. You tired of all you other podcasts over there. You tired of them dancing.
Dancing in the videos.
All up in your videos. Come on over to Stony Island. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't got no love for the West Coast. You know what I mean? Oh, what's up, New York?
Oh, man. Y'all ain't got no love?
You no love? So, but yeah, okay. This week. We're going to talk about a topic that we touch on every now and again. We never really dive in on. And, we've done challenges in the past related to our work, our art, our work, our craft. But this is going to be a new challenge that we're going to do. We're going to talk about. And this week, we're going to talk about a new challenge that we're going to try to do. It's going to be called the Health is Wealth Challenge. This is a challenge where we, as a community, of listeners, podcasters, whoever you are, if you hear us, try to make some conscious decisions about our health for just 60 days straight. We're not asking y'all to go do nothing crazy. We're going to ask y'all to make a couple changes. But what we've been seeing in hip hop with a lot of our icons passing, it's time for us to have some discussions, you know?
Yeah.
And this conversation, we want to have some discussions about that. And, you know, I hope that you guys will listen to our stories and just some of these things that we have to say. And we'll take a break and we'll be right back.
Word.
We got you stuck off the realness, the most infamous, you heard of us. Official podcast murderers, the show comes equipped with viewpoints to share. Grown man ideas for all those who care and wanna grow, so go ahead and download. Every single week with a brand new episode. You're not alone in this world, cousin, so we share information and honest discussion and keep repping a culture like we supposed to. They spread gossip, but they never come close to. I can hear it inside their tone. They talk about the industry, but never left their home. You get laced up with bullet points and such, plus empowering topics that they never would touch. You can put your whole network against the team, but Super Duty Tough Work's the MVP. Most valuable podcast on MP3. Priceless info, but all of it's free. So take these words home and think them through. Super Duty Tough Work is coming at you. You are now listening to Super Duty Tough Work with your host, Blueprint. Raw and uncut. Adult conversations. No shucking, no jiving, and no bullshit.
Okay. We are back, folks.
Word.
Now, to start this episode off, I'm going to read a little bit of this article right here and just explain the context that we are in right now. And this article says 61% of Americans say they have gained weight during the pandemic. Hi, Illogic. Hey, how you doing?
Hi. Guilty as charged.
How you doing? You know, it says 61% of U.S. adults reported undesired weight changes since COVID-19 pandemic began. Stress, lack of exercise, unhealthy changes in eating habits, and increased alcohol consumption are all contributing factors. Experts say making small adjustments to your daily routine can help make big changes for a more healthy lifestyle. Aside from the serious health concerns associated with COVID-19, you may have heard people make light about gaining the COVID-19. This is a play on the freshman 15, reference of gaining weight during the first year of college. But as much as it's become a joke to some, it's rooted in reality. With the closing of gyms, the complete disruption of our daily lives, and the increase of daily stress, many people have gained weight since the beginning of the pandemic. In fact, a new American Psychological Association survey of more than 3,000 people reveals that 61% of U.S. adults reported undesired weight changes since the COVID-19 outbreak. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, before the pandemic, about 40% of people had obesity in the United States. According to the new APA survey, 2 in 5 of the 3,000 adults surveyed gained more weight than they intended over the last year, at an average of 29 pounds per person. 10% say they gained more than 50 pounds. Eesh. Weight changes are a common symptom of coping with mental health challenges, according to the APA. Article goes on and on, but you know, this is you can Google this article, and these stats have been put out there many, many times. And if you at home and you gain weight during this time, you're not alone.
You
know?
are not.
No. Illogic is with you. You know what I mean?
Gained about 15 to 20 myself.
Yeah. So, and shit, so did I. You know what I mean? You know, it's just, and you know, that's the backdrop of what we got going on here. But I want to talk about this today because you know, in the last year, you know,
last few years, really.
Yeah. Like we've lost a lot of hip hop icons.
Yeah.
Men who were between 35 and 55 years old.
Yeah.
Some of them not even 50, most of them. You know what I mean? 40 to 50 years old, I would say the main group of guys passing away. And while they all have different things, a lot of it is centered in health. You know, a lot of it are health related reasons that could be avoided and could be mitigated some. And so you take that backdrop where just getting older means that, okay, you're going to be less active. Mm-hmm. You know, it's going to be harder physically to lose weight because, you know, your metabolism slows down, whatever. You take that normal situation, you work 8-10 hours a day, you got a family and other stuff to do other than working out. You take that and now you add this whole COVID thing to it. Now you got the normal person who is up 20, 25 pounds. And according to what they're saying, 29 pounds. That's a fucking lot.
Yeah.
1 year.
In a year. Yeah.
Whew. Imagine going 150 to 180. Going from 180 to 210. Like that's serious.
Yeah.
You know,
a lot.
I mean, I probably did 10, 12.
Yeah.
Before I was like, so wait a minute.
Hold up.
Had to bump the brakes. And it crept up on me so slow. I ain't notice it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting there, you know, looking one day like, damn, I got a gut now? Where did this little spare tire come from? Am I skinny fat?
Yeah.
You don't want to be skinny fat. Like
skinny fat. That's funny.
So I was getting skinny fat. Like, nah. Yeah. You know, I did have some things on my side where right before the pandemic, the start of last year, I started working out. Like right in January as the year started, you know, I started working out. So I had like a good workout habit, but right around October of last year, I kind of fell off. Right around the holidays, November, I fell off.
Yeah.
As most of us do, you know.
Yeah. Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Christmas.
That's 10 pounds right there.
Easy. Thanksgiving is 10, you know, easy 10.
Right back. I look up at the scale. I'm right back where I was the year before.
Yeah.
I worked hard as hell to lose that weight 2020. And then in just 6-8 weeks of the holiday season, right back. And so, and then, you know, it's winter. It's harder to work out. In the summer, I was biking, walking 2-3 times a week. And so at the beginning of this year, you know, a couple months ago, I was like, nah, man. You know, and then every time like we have like a hip hop artist passes like something like this. These are young legends, man. These are icons.
Yeah.
You know, Shock G, MF Doom, you know, DMX. These are iconic people who mostly didn't even get to see 50 years on this place.
Yeah.
You know,
that's crazy.
Young, you know, and gone. And it made me really think, you know, and I've had people in my family pass with similar situations. So it's not just about hip hop, but hip hop does give us a warning, you know, it can wake us up sometimes. Like, damn, we can just be out of here. And so we want to do this episode, man. We want to talk about like health. And, you know, that's my story. And I know Illogic has been, you know, we talk about this stuff off the air. Like last week, we ended last week's episode talking about this. And I was just like, off the air. And I was just like, damn, dude, what's up with you? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I gained way more weight than I should have. And I'm fat, man.
He fat. Let's see. This
I got dad. I'm dad bodied out, you know, and it's not attractive. You know, I feel sorry for my wife at times when I look at myself in the mirror. You know,
that's the realest shit you ever wrote.
You know, yeah, man, that's the realest shit because you know how, you know, cats is always like, you know, I want my girl to look good. You know what I'm saying? I want my girl to be, you gotta look good for her too, bro. Like,
thanks.
You can't be out here, you know, bellied up, you know what I'm saying, man boobs and shit.
It's not a good look. It's not a good look. And
expecting her to be like, oh, you still my man. You know what I mean? No, bro. Nah. So, yeah, man, like, I got some changes to make.
Yeah, man. Yeah, when you told me that, I was, and you know, it's funny, and the people at home, you know, me and this man used to see each other every week.
Yeah.
So he would stop here on his way from work. He worked close to where I live, and then we would record. And I would see him every week. So if he gained weight, damn man, you getting big, boy. What's up?
Yeah.
But now that we do it on Zoom, it's like I could just see his shoulders and neck and dome.
Yeah.
You can hide a lot of shit with them headshots.
Hell yeah.
You know, anybody who's been on a dating app knows that's true. You know what I mean? Anybody with a messed up body, they gonna come with all headshots. You know what I'm saying?
All headshots.
Just top down,
shoulders up,
right. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
everything to make that face be number one, and you can't even say body. So like, yeah, I didn't even know my man got as big as he did, and so I think I told you, like I had like a conversation with this girl. She was like, "Oh, look at your little belly," and I was like, "Nah," I was taken aback. I never had a woman mention my stomach before. She's just like, I was
hell no.
She's like, she thought I was cute. Just pointed like, "Hey, look at your little belly." I was like, "Hey, what are you talking about?" I was like, "This is enough." I got home. I was like, "No, man, nah. This ain't it.
This shit ain't cute.
This ain't it, man."
Yeah.
Soon as I get back home, I'm working out.
Doing some sit-ups or something.
Some changes got to be made, man. I've been doing 200 sit-ups a day since then. I got a sit-up bench.
That's funny.
Straight up an ab bench, bruh. That's all you do on it. I mean, every day, just, no more. Never again. Never again. 200. Never again. Never again.
Oh, man.
So that was a wake-up call for me, you know, because I had worked so hard the year before, and then I slipped 6-8 weeks right back.
Yeah.
6-8 weeks plus the holidays. Woo-hoo, bad shape. And so, you know, that's why this week, you know, we're like, look, man, we have to make a plan and kind of get together. And so for the last 2 months, I've been on my plan, and, you know, Illogic has had stuff going on where he's, after our conversation last week and other stuff going on, he's like, I know he's trying to make some changes too.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
And so, you know, this episode, if you're at home, you probably got a story similar to us. Maybe somebody poked your belly like, you know, like Doughboy, you know, Pillsbury Doughboy commercial. And, or maybe you just, like you saying, this man want to look sexy for his wife. You know what I mean? He looked in the mirror like, this ain't it, man.
This ain't it. No.
I'm not looking tight no more.
Yeah.
And or maybe it's health related stuff that has visited you or your family, or maybe it's just you know that it's time. And so as we get into spring right now, this is actually one of the best times to start developing habits.
Right.
Winter to me is the hardest time, you know, because if you do have a membership, you got to warm up the car, you got to go there, deal with the elements. We got the holiday season from Thanksgiving to Christmas where you eating crazy. You know, leftovers, just the best food. You
can't beat it.
You know, I'm a fat boy at heart, so plus my family's Southern.
Yeah, don't have family that can cook.
Oh, it's a wrap. And I've eaten Jawar's wife's food, and trust me, he's fat for a reason.
It's real over here.
It gets very real.
It gets very real.
Yeah. I'd probably be fat too if you know what I mean? If I was eating like that, like she be putting her foot in that thing, man. She's no joke on the cooking.
Yeah.
And so, you know, but as we get older, we got to work on it because it gets harder as you get older. Trust me. Right. As men in their 40s, I can tell you, when I was in my early 30s, I could lose 10 pounds like that.
Easy.
Like you give me 2-3 weeks, I could lose 10 pounds.
Just walking around, just walking.
That's it.
Just walking and maybe cutting out some soda.
That's
you know
it.
What I mean? Like
something like,
yeah.
I'm gonna not drink for a couple weeks. 2 weeks later, you down 10 pounds.
Yeah.
That's it. Oh yeah. But trust us, as you get into your 40 and 40 plus, it don't come that easy. You gotta have legit discipline. And so this episode, that's what we talking about. So we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about just like what our plan is. And then we're going to talk about like what we would like y'all to do and how we want y'all to kind of go through this challenge and participate with us. And so we'll take a break and we'll be right back. While I got y'all here, let me remind y'all about a few things we got back in stock on weightless.net right now. First being the King No Crown movie DVD. This is a double DVD, deluxe DVD. One DVD, first DVD is the movie. Second is all the extra features. That's back in stock. It was out of stock for a while. My movie, this is my first movie, came out in 2017. Free version, which is the clean versions on YouTube. This is the unedited version, dirty version, I guess, if you will, which is available now on Weightless.net. Other thing, 10 Traits of Successful Hip Hop Artists. This book came out about 2 to 3 months ago. So my latest book. This book breaks down the habits, the traits that you see across some of the dopest artists in hip hop. This is my 4th book. And so far, it's been my most successful. Amazing feedback on it. This book is here. If you missed out the first time, it's like $14 on the store plus shipping. We got deals that come with bookmarks with it, free stickers, autographs, all of that stuff on Weightless.net. That's in stock. Other thing, more importantly, we've reissued the Two-Headed Monster vinyl. This vinyl is it was red on the first pressing. This next pressing is yellow. This is just now hitting. So if you haven't got it, head to Weightless.net and get it. Sold out the first time in like 2-3 months. It's doing pretty good this time, but get it if you missed it the first time. It's on yellow vinyl. Comes with a download card. Also being restocked, has been reimpressed, is the Two-Headed Monster vinyl right here. Clear vinyl. Two-Headed Monster album. Same thing. This sold out pretty fast in 2018. So we just repressed it here. But you can get that at Weightless.net. And there's prices, special bundle prices for all of this stuff. Now, what's already been in stock, which you probably already have if you don't, just so you don't know, King No Crown. King No Crown vinyl. It's red vinyl. King No Crown is double vinyl though. 2 pieces of double vinyl. But yeah, that's here. That's the record with Persevere on it. Dope record. Great Ideas Never Dies on this record as well. But that's here. And then the last thing, which some of you may have or may not, is Vigilante Genesis EP, which is me and Aesop Rock on the production. This is available on vinyl too. But this one is blue vinyl. I ain't gonna open this up just to show you blue vinyl. Trust me, it's blue. But this comes with all the vocal tracks on one side and the instrumentals, which are produced by Aesop Rock on the B side. So that's it. If you got this stuff already, thank you. If you don't, if you want to support, go to Weightless.net. Pick up your copy of any of these things on vinyl, any of the books, the movie. We have apparel as well. And thank you for your time. See y'all soon. Peace.
Okay, folks, we're back. Super duty tough work.
Yeah.
This week is the Health is Wealth Challenge. If you at home, we want to start to make a couple little adjustments, to get our health in order in 2021. We ain't got to do nothing crazy, but we do want to have some good habits so that we can live a long, prosperous life and enjoy everything there is to enjoy about this motherfucker, man. So I'm just going to talk about what I've been doing for the last 6-7 weeks and why this is also relevant. So like we talked about off air is like how we doing this episode because we have like this intersection of things that are happening at the same time. So like last week I found out Illogic had gained weight, you know what I'm saying? And then I've been losing weight. And then we got all these rappers who are suffering complications from, health related things. And so we're like, we got to talk about this. And so everybody at home, you're not alone. You're not alone. And so this first thing I'm going to show, I don't know if you can see this, you are. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it.
It's kind of blurry, but that's basically.
Congratulations.
Yeah. See, this is the screen on this app that I've been using for the last 5 weeks. Now I've been working on this for about 6 weeks. No, for about 8 weeks. And so I started on March 5th. March 5th, I was 172.2. March 5th. And I tracked my weight every day. I pretty much wake up and I don't know if you can see this. This is just like a little notepad thing in my app.
Okay.
You see where I have a date and then
after that date, I basically I store my weight. That's it. I wake up and do it. And so I've been doing it every day. I started at on March 5th at 172.2. And as of today, April 24th, I'm 159.6.
Word.
My goal was to lose less like 10 pounds to get to 160. And so that's why that screen on the app was like, yo, congratulations. That was the day I woke up like, hell yeah, let's go. Finally, motherfucker. Man, I've been dancing around 161 for almost 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And what this is, I'm sharing this for is like, it's not going to happen overnight. For everybody at home, it's not going to happen overnight. If your goal is to lose this weight, be patient with yourself. Because I'm going to write a blog about this and share just these things, the daily ups and downs.
Mm-hmm.
So people can see like, oh man, there was days he gained a pound, days he lost 2 pounds, days he was down 0.1, down 0.6, down 0.8.
Mm-hmm.
Very slow and gradual, but I stayed on it. And so I tracked it though. And that's what is very important. I tracked it in this note thing, and then I tracked it in this little app that tracks my food, because I really wanted to lose the weight this time and not just fuck around. That's one thing I did. And then the second thing, there's probably 3 things I was doing. The second thing I did was like, I had a regular workout routine. And this, in the song Health is Wealth on my last album, I said, some days it sucks, but if you don't have health, then you don't have much. You know what I'm saying? It's not what I love. Some days it sucks. And some days I don't feel like going down there every day. But what I did do was the room that we used to shoot this podcast in, I converted that and put all my exercise equipment in there now. So I got a treadmill in there, exercise bike, weight bench, and then I added a little ab bench in there, because I can't have nobody making fun of my abs. I need to get my abs right. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna have no more.
6 packs, stop it.
Yeah, 1 pack. Ain't nobody poking me in my stomach. Like, no more. And so, but having it in a nice room that's well lit, that's got I got a desktop machine in there where I can watch tutorials and stuff while I work out or whatever I want to watch. It's really helped me get into the habit. And so since like March 5th, when I started this, I've only missed like no more than 3 or 4 days working out. You know what I mean? I do it at least 4 or 5 days a week. I have very simple workouts. I have one workout where it's just like, very light 12-pound dumbbell work, 100 of those, 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups. That's it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll do those twice and go through it. I have some that are, I walk a mile on a treadmill. I do 100 reps on the bench. I do 100 sit-ups. That's how I started, but that's just me, because I already had the gear and I kind of had a habit from the previous year. If you're at home, you don't have to do nothing like that. All you have to do is pick up a single exercise habit.
Yeah,
that might just be
physical activity.
That's it. It might just be walking.
Yep. Walk around your neighborhood.
Walk around your neighborhood. Walk around your job during your work break. Walk some steps.
Mm-hmm.
That thing makes such a big difference that I don't think people understand.
Right.
And it keeps you active, keeps your body in motion, keeps you from developing these things that come as consequences of living these sedentary lifestyles. I was a computer programmer, then a beat maker and artist. All I do is sit all day.
Yeah, that's part of my issue, is that when I was going to work, actually physically going to the building, I walked up and down steps every day, multiple times a day, going to lunch, going from lunch, coming to the, from the parking lot, walking from the parking lot to, my desk, which is on the 3rd floor of the building. And I always took the steps.
That's some serious steps.
I mean? Like, I would always walk the steps. So I was always walking. I was always up. Like, even at our jobs, we had the adjustable desk where you could work standing up. So I would stand up throughout the day.
That's awesome.
You know what I'm saying? So I was way more active when I was going to work. Now I'm at home. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting down when I'm making beats. I'm sitting down when I'm working. I just got to walk one flight of steps to use the bathroom. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no activity, and I wasn't going anywhere. I was just in the house.
Yeah.
So I was just sitting and eating and not getting any, workout. And then my drinking habits it's just, just a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I already know the things I'm changing for, especially for this. And, I was already going to do some changes anyway before we even did this. So, this is more motivation, but yeah.
Yeah. And you had one of the moments, like I had one of the moments, like the girl poking me in the stomach.
Yeah.
You had one of them looking at yourself on stage.
Yeah, man. Watching that performance a couple weeks ago, I was like, my stomach is poking out. Like, I can see it. If nobody else sees it,
yeah,
I see it. And I'm like, this is not tight, yo. This is not tight. I should not be looking like that in clothes. Like, there's nothing odd about that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't a sex symbol. You know what I mean? Like, come on. I used to be hot. I used to be tight.
Right.
I used to take my shirt off on stage, yo.
Yeah. I remember those days.
Not no more.
Mm-mm.
Oh man.
Nah. Yeah. The camera don't lie.
Nah. It was telling all kind of truth.
Right. You was like oh, that's what it is.
Yeah,
damn.
Man.
Yeah.
Smack you in the face with all truth, facts, all facts.
Bars. Yeah, for real, man. Yeah, so sometimes it takes something like that, man. Because even like I was saying, like I was working out, but I had slacked off, and I wasn't keeping track. And then when I dove back in, I was like, damn, I'm up. And then that comment, I was like, oh, this shit is real. Yeah, and it wasn't like it was nothing mean or malicious. This girl thought it was like cute. I look at this. I was like,
no,
hell no, nah, man, nah. I don't want that. I don't want that. And so, I changed, and so like today is like one of the most exciting days because like I finally kind of figured out how to lose the weight. And I have some before pictures, and I'm probably gonna write a whole blog about this, where I just show like my before and after pic, write down what I did every day, and those of you who follow me on social media have seen me posting these pics of like meal planning, in the last few weeks, and that's all related to this app. Like I was never taught how to meal plan. I never even thought about that shit. But then I realized like, yo, if you really want to make sure you're in your limits and not eating out, then you need to always have something dope available at home.
Yeah.
So I bought just like a $10 pack of like, little trays, meal prep trays and containers. And then I just got in the kitchen. Was like, all right, what do I normally do? I just make one of these and one of those and do it. Okay, well, I just make a couple extra. Instead of 1 cup of this, I'll make 2 cups of that. And then that ended up being how I turned the corner. Because my first few weeks on this app, before I was using the app, the first 2 weeks I was trying to lose weight, I'd only lost 1 pound. And it was a struggle. I was like, damn, I only lost 1 pound. Soon as I started tracking it on the app and I started planning my meals, steady, 2 pounds every week. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I was losing. And so that helped a lot. Plus the workouts. I was working out before, but I just wasn't losing the weight like I thought I should be. And so that's kind of what I did. And so like, if you're at home, there is hope. You ain't gotta be skinny fat. You ain't gotta
just fat.
Or just fat.
Just fat.
You ain't gotta be medium fat. You ain't gotta be fat or just fat. You can get it together, and just it's something that can be committed to it. So what is your plan, Mr. Illogic? What are you planning on doing?
Honestly, I'm really cutting out the drinking and smoking.
The drinking and smoke.
Dude, honestly, over the last year, because I've been home more, and I haven't been going out, like me and my wife's drinking has increased exponentially. And it's not like we just walking around drunk all the time, but
Yeah.
you know, like
Friday night,
just,
you got a little something, just cracking
but
it
just
open.
Friday every weekend, like
Yeah.
without fail, you know, for this whole year. Pretty much every weekend, we at least go through a bottle of liquor. You know what I'm saying? And that's if we didn't have company.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I'm saying? Like if we had people over, ain't no telling. You know what I'm saying? They bring a bottle, we bring a bottle. You know, like, you know, we just kicking it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so the drinking, especially, like, I think if I cut out the drinking, and you know, get a little better with my, you know, not messing with fast food because I mess with fast food a little more than I should.
Yes.
Yeah. If I cut the drinking and the fast food out, I think I can lose some really good weight. You know what I'm saying? Because when I cook pretty healthy. I eat pretty healthy when I actually am in the kitchen. But when I'm outside of the kitchen, you know, I'm obsessed with French fries. I love pizza.
Me too.
I love Italian food. You know what I mean? So it gets difficult when you buying that stuff outside, you know, of your own control. At least when I'm cooking myself, I can control my portion size and stuff like that. So really, like, eliminating the drinking, smoking, and eating out and cooking, you know, more that's my main shit right there.
Hell yeah. That's dope. Yeah. So we got like some things that we want people to do to participate in this challenge. This is just going to be just like we did last time with the, you know, the 90 days of discipline challenge. And we're going to talk about what we want y'all to do. We're going to take a quick break though, and then we'll come back and talk about that. While I got y'all here, I want to give you a quick reminder that my first 3 books have been repressed and are available again on waitlist.net. Book number 1, Word is Blog, Volume 1. This book is a collection of some of my best blogs and writings online, assembled into book form. Second book is Adventures in Counterculture, The Making of Adventures in Counterculture. This book is about my 2011 album titled Adventures in Counterculture. This book talks about the 4-year period that it took me to make that album, the personal and artistic changes that it took. If you're into some artistic reading, this is for you. And then the third book, which is available again, is What a Night, a book about the worst shows of my career. This book is, as it says, it's a book about the worst shows of my career, but it's actually a pretty funny book. Some stories in here are just tragic or bugged out, but overall, this book will have you cracking up. So if you need some light reading, something that will just make you laugh, and if you've ever wondered what happens on the road with artists, pick up this book. All 3 are available, $10 each. However, you can get all 3 of them for just $25 right now. If you want them signed, please put some instructions in the special instructions box and ask me to sign them, and I'll get them signed before I get them out to you. And I think they might have a checkbox for all 3 that allows you to get them signed. So that's it for now. Back to the show. All right, folks. Y'all know what it is. Super duty tough work.
Yep.
Most infamous podcast
on planet Earth.
You already know. New t-shirt coming soon.
Nah, I mean, most ever.
Very flavorful joint is coming. You know what I mean? Stay tuned. And now we're going to talk about how to participate in this challenge. What we want y'all to do. If you're at home, the first part of this challenge is we're asking you to add one physical behavior, activity, exercise. So maybe it's stairs. Maybe it's walking a mile or 2. Maybe it's, you know what? I just want to wake up and do 20 push-ups. I want to do 50 push-ups. I want to do 100 push-ups a day. Maybe I'll do 50 when I wake up, 50 before I go to sleep. Add something. Doesn't matter what. As long as it's physical and you know that you can make an impact with it, choose one. That's part 1. You know, for me, that was to make an exercise room out of this room I wasn't using and go there 3-4 times a week. Come up with 2 or 3 workout routines that I would do. So that's what worked with me. And I worked my way up to it over the last couple of years, but that was my thing. You know, Illogic said in the last segment, you know, he wants to at least get back to like doing something. So what are you thinking? Walking?
Yeah, I'll probably just walk my dog. You know what I'm saying? Just walk my dog every day.
Yeah.
You know, Like just walk around the neighborhood and, you know, I'm sure she'll love it because, you know.
Calm his ass down.
She'll get out that, dog don't get out that often. So, you know, just walking the dog at least a mile.
Yeah.
You know.
And with a dog, that probably goes real fast.
Yep. Yeah, and she kind of make you walk a little faster
than,
you know, you would normally walk. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of a workout anyway, just keeping her under control because my dog is kind of big.
Yeah.
You know, so
that's what's up.
Walk the dog every day.
Yep. Okay, so number 2, eliminate one vice for 60 days. My vice was like potato chips, this Greek restaurant up the street. Oh my God. I love they got this
Greek with all the sauces and stuff. Oh God.
The chicken and rice, bruh.
Oh, come on.
The Greek fries. Get out of here. Every week, multiple times a week I was over there, man. I love that shit. Fat boy. That's how you end up skinny fat, eating Greek 3 times a week. So, you know, I've eliminated that. And that's kind of contributed to me. So what advice well, I guess you talked about drinking.
Yeah, drinking and
smoking.
Drinking especially.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like drinking, definitely, I'm cutting it out. I mean, I haven't had a drink for a week now.
Okay, that's dope. Yeah.
So, you know, I'm going to keep it going.
Yeah. So 60 days. The third step is we want to change one eating habit. Just change one eating habit. So there's got to be something that you do where you're like, man, I need to, maybe it's like, I'm going to stop ordering pizza every Friday. Because
that was a bad one too.
I used to do that all the time. That was, pizza on Fridays is just fire. You know, you be, I just feel so right. It's like, damn.
Yep. It got to a point where the kids expected it. You know what I'm saying?
Friday,
when we didn't order pizza, they thought something was wrong. Like, everything okay? Y'all good? You know what I'm saying? Like, is there a reason we eating hot dogs and fries? Like, is there a reason we got hamburgers today? Y'all good? It's Friday. Y'all know it's Friday, right?
That shit was an institution in the Glass household.
Yeah, man. And we try different pizzas and shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, because you know it's coming every Friday. You can get adventurous with it. Like,
yeah, man.
Okay, pineapple this week.
Shoot, different pizza spots. Like, let's try this new spot we just found.
Right. Head-to-head tests. Y'all having pizza challenges and shit.
Yeah, it got bad though. Got bad, man.
Right. Yeah. One of my early ones was cutting out full breakfasts. Like, one of my breakfast is by far my favorite meal of the day. Scrambled eggs.
So versatile.
Grits. Sausage. Pancakes.
French toast.
Yeah, you can go so many ways with it.
Yeah, it's so versatile.
You can throw a little fruit on the plate if you want to. It's just
it's so nice, man.
Bruh, I love fucking breakfast.
Yeah.
But to kind of get some results, I've had to kind of rearrange how I did breakfast. That was like the eating habit I had to change. Where like, I can't eat a full breakfast anymore. I started fucking with my productivity a little bit. You know, make me I'd be dragging a little bit in the mornings. Versus now, I eat a little lighter. I might have a banana, apple, orange, you know. Mm-hmm. Or today I had like grapes, a bowl with like grapes, blueberries, strawberries, mandarin, orange, just all in the bowl. And then I had a hard-boiled egg. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It felt great, you know. And that meal is only 200 calories. So it's like,
right.
Whereas the breakfast is probably 900,000 calories.
Yeah.
And so, you know, that's just one example. If you're home, I'm sure you can think of one thing that you like to eat. Maybe it's soda at work. When I worked at Kroger, because Kroger manufactured the sodas, they had Kroger soda machines every 10 feet in my thing. It was another soda machine.
Crazy.
And it was only a quarter. So, because they made this shit, they was like, we'll sell it to our employees for just a quarter.
Yeah.
5-6 sodas a day.
It's
horrible. You know, I'm sure there's something like that in your life that you do diet wise, or maybe it could be something like this. Maybe it's adding something. You know how they say an apple a day keeps the doctor away?
Right.
shit, what happens if you eat a salad a day?
Right.
You know, there's been times where I'm like, man, I need to just eat a salad a day.
Mm-hmm.
Like whenever I get back from touring or traveling a lot and my body feels all fucked up, to reset, I often, you know, for a week or two, just make sure I eat a small salad every day, something every day. Maybe there's something you can add. For some people, maybe that's water.
Yeah.
A lot of people walk around with a gallon of water, you know, and I need to drink 32 ounces of this a day. Boom, I got my little, you know, mug, and they know that they're going to drink that every day. These are simple things, but they have a big impact. So that's number 3. Number 3 is to change one eating habit. And then the number 4 thing is to track it daily or weekly. Every week or so, whether you, or every month, however you decide, if you want to, but track it. Know where you are at the beginning of the week, if you choose to do weekly, and know where you are at the end of the week. So you can say, okay, what did I do this week? What did I eat this week? What did I implement? Did I take something out? Did I walk more? Why am I seeing the results I'm seeing? Be it positive or negative, so that you can know, oh, I started walking this week. I'm down 2 pounds. Do more of that.
Yeah. Right.
I had pizza Friday and Wednesday. I'm up 2 pounds. Do less of that.
Yeah.
But it starts with tracking what you're doing. You know, having this app, I got a little app that does it, that I just enter the foods and the meals, and it tells me the calories and the fat and the proteins and everything else. And tells me how close I am to my daily limit to lose the weight I wanted to lose. And that's how I done it. And before then, I have like a little piece of paper in the room where I work out. It's just taped to the wall. I just write the date on it, and I just write the workout I did. If I didn't do nothing, I just write off. Didn't do it today. But that's how I can look at it. Seeing it encourages me to keep going. You know, like, hey, man, you've been doing this almost every day for 2 months now. Keep going. Don't pull up. You can do it. You know, just one day at a time, 30 minutes a day, you know, 45 minutes. That's it. You can do whatever you want the rest of the time. And the cheat code I noticed was like, once I realized that I could put I could actually watch shit I wanted to watch and work out at the same time.
Yeah.
I've been watching the NBA working out all year.
Yeah.
I can't just.
Now you can watch the game.
Yeah, without the guilt.
Right. I was just sitting there not doing nothing.
Right.
Watching the game.
I can watching all these world-class athletes while I sit here doing nothing. Eating chips like a fat soul. Just fucking unproductive, useless motherfucker sitting here like, look at them run and jump while I sit here gaining weight.
Right.
It's such a messed up thing. So now it's like, oh, if I'm going to watch the game, I'm gonna watch this half, and I'm gonna hit the treadmill, walk a mile on the treadmill, or do 5 miles on the bike while I watch it, and that makes the time go faster. Lately, I've been watching tutorials on shit I want to learn. Okay, like how to let me brush up on my SEO, let me brush up on my blogging, let me brush up on, and I'll just make a playlist on YouTube, and I watch that playlist while I work out, and just little things like that you can add that I think will help make it easier.
Yeah.
Because no one wants to hate getting in shape.
Right.
And so I say start with something that's easy for you. Walking, stairs, whatever. If you have access, you know, there's certain little things I do. I routinely take a day or two where I don't eat meat.
Yeah. That's one of the things that I'm going to do. I'm going to take a couple of days a week where I don't eat meat.
Yeah.
And just straight veggies, or, you know, do some juicing, you know, little stuff like that, you know.
Makes a big impact.
Yeah.
You know, so whatever you do, track it, you know. And what we would like to do is we'd like to have y'all call back in. We're going to have the Super Duty hotline open, you know. We're going to do this for 60 days. And then when we get close to that date, you know, with the Health is Wealth Challenge, we're going to have y'all call back in and let us know what y'all did, how it turned out, and how you feel, you know, because we often talk about being productive and doing our work, but we have to talk about the consequences of sitting like this, and working so hard, which is that oftentimes the harder you work, the more you neglect your health.
Right.
And we don't want that for anybody, because if your health suffers, then you can't even celebrate your successes. And so that's it for this week. So I'm going to tell y'all one more time what we need y'all to do at home. Part 1, add 1 physical behavior, exercise, or activity. Number 2, eliminate 1 vice. Number 3, change or add 1 healthy eating habit. Could be drinking, could be drinking water, right? Juicing, as you said. And then number 4, track it. So you can know what you weighed when you started, what you weighed at the end, 60 days later.
Yeah.
And you don't got to have results. Don't compare your results to anybody else. Set your own goals. Set something that you can attain and then go after. And if you attain it and then you attain it a little easier than you thought, set another goal.
Yeah.
Go after that. That's the position I'm in. I wanted to hit 160. And then, but I was like, 160, I'm just now starting to see my abs though.
No more poking the belly.
Nah. But I'm now like, okay, 157, 156 though.
Mm-hmm.
Them abs is going to be prominent. Might have to keep going.
Yeah.
Might have to knock out another 4, 5. So that's where I'm at with it, man. And so I'm going to keep going because I've reached my initial goal. I'm down 12 pounds, 12.4 pounds or something like that in 2 months. And I'm going to keep going. Try to knock out another 4 or 5. And obviously it gets a little harder the closer you get because there's less fat to lose.
Right.
So I'm going to try to keep going, man. Try to hit my mark and get ripped. And, I looked in the mirror today. I was like, God damn, you sexy motherfucker, man. You look good. Oh. Bruh, I was feeling myself. I walked past the mirror like, oh, that's what we doing. Who's that? That's what we doing now. Okay. You got it, my man. You got it. Looking like, oh, okay. Your man's finally looking sexy again. So, it feels good, man. It feels good. And we want everybody listening to this to feel good too. We want you to have a grip on that, man, because as you get older, it gets harder. Trust us. And so that's it for this week, man.
Word.
The Health is Wealth Challenge. We hope that you guys will participate. 60 days. That's it. 60 days. And we hope that you guys will call back in with some success stories and inspire us, because we love to hear y'all stories when y'all call.
Yeah.
And it validates why we do what we do. And we know that it can be done. And it ain't just got to be party and bullshit. It can actually be learning and health and self-improvement.
Word.
So that's it for this week. And we'll see y'all next week.
Peace.
Thank you for listening to Super Duty Tough Work. Subscribe to the podcast on iTunes. Follow the podcast on SoundCloud. Peace.
Shoot, I got styles already that's more complex that nobody know about. I mean, super duty tough work.